Hello friends, this is Sunandh Subhramaniam here, commodity fundamental analyst from Choice Equity Broking Private Limited, and today I'll be talking about a couple of agriculture commodities. Among the agriculture commodities, the first commodity that I will have to touch upon is on chana, and chana has shown a very good upside movement in the past couple of weeks. This is majorly due to improved festive demand in the domestic markets. Looking ahead, we can expect that the NCTX chana futures to remain bullish as there is a high demand for besan and chana dal in the domestic markets and improved buying of NAFED from the farmers, which is a clear factor that the NAFED also wants the domestic spot and future prices to reach the MSP levels. The current MSP price of chana is reported around rupees 4875 per quintal, which is still very much higher than the current spot and future prices, and hence we can expect that the NCTX chana futures to continue to the bullish rally, and we can expect that the prices to move up to 4850 levels in the week ahead. The second commodity that I will like to touch upon is on turmeric, and turmeric prices is also expected to remain bullish in the near future as there is a high demand for turmeric in the domestic markets along with improved exports in the international markets. Earlier, the exports in the spices market was lagging behind due to the lockdown situation, but then the tourism and travel business have started to resume, especially in US and European countries, which is a clear factor that the exports of turmeric is expected to rise in the near future. This is a clear factor that the turmeric futures, which has been lagging behind, is another factor that can actually support the prices in the near futures with higher export demand. Moreover, we can also find some support from local market news, that is reports of crop damage in the regions of Telangana and Tamil Nadu, which is another clear factor that can keep the NCTX turmeric futures supportive in the near future. Overall, I am expecting a bullish trend in NCTX turmeric futures, and NCTX turmeric futures are expected to move up to 6,400 levels in the week ahead. The third commodity that I would like to touch upon is on soybean, and soybean, which was majorly trading sideways to bearish in the earlier weeks, has shown a bullish rally in this week. This is majorly due to improved demand from China for US soybean. China has been continuously buying US soybean in the past couple of weeks, and it has currently doubled the buying of US soybean in order to maintain the phase 1 trade deal with United States. This also comes after the rising geopolitical tensions between US and China, and the situation is not looking normal in the near term, which is another factor that China is trying to compensate for the same by buying huge amount of soybean from the US markets. However, extreme bullishness in domestic NCTX soybean futures and global soybean futures is likely to be limited as we are currently moving towards a harvest season. In the case of United States, the harvest season is likely to begin from September month onwards, and looking at the fundamentals, both the sowing and production numbers are looking good, which is a clear factor that can cap extreme bullishness in NCTX soybean as well as in the global soybean futures. In the domestic markets as well, the sowing acreage numbers and production numbers are looking very good, especially in the states of Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra, which is another clear factor that can keep the NCTX soybean futures to be limited bullish in the near futures. Overall, we continue to remain bullish in the near future for NCTX soybean futures, and prices are expected to move up to rupees 4,100 levels in the week ahead. The last commodity that I will have to touch upon is on mustard seed, and mustard seed futures is likely to remain bullish in the near future as there is a high demand for mustard oil in the domestic markets. The demand for mustard oil is reportedly higher due to lower supplies of palm oil and refined soy oil, which is actually a competitive oil which is imported into India. Except for the month of July, the imports of palm oil and refined soy oil has been lower during the months of April, May and June, which is a clear reason why there has been a huge amount of supply tightness in the domestic markets. Moreover, since India is trying to become more self-reliant in the coming future, the imports of palm oil and refined soy oil is likely to remain lower in the coming months ahead. This is actually another factor that can actually support mustard seed and mustard oil prices, as mustard oil prices is also a premium oil which has a good amount of demand in the domestic markets. Hence, we are bullish in NCTX mustard seed futures, and NCTX mustard seed futures is likely to move up to 5,500 levels in the week ahead. I would like to give you one more update, is that mustard seed futures is also bullish as there is lower stock of mustard seed from last year, as the production from last year was reported to be lower by 5 to 10%, which is another factor that can keep the uptrend movement going for the near futures. Overall, that's all from my side on agriculture sector, and thank you, and I wish you all a very happy trading week.